everyone, it's Elle and I'm back. I know it's been a while since I've posted and I've missed you all, so my apologies for not being here every day. That was my goal, is to post something every day for you all to listen to on the affirmations to increase our self-love and worth. I think it's so important. So let's get started. I did just pull one, which it's so funny because to save time, I thought I'd shuffle and pull. And it's crazy what came up. Ideal partnership, and it was so fitting for me because of last week I did go to see about a man and it didn't work out. But I love this because number one, it's wine and cheese, which we know goes together perfectly, right? But when I read this, it just gave me such comfort. So here we go. I'm a rare, precious find, and my brilliance will be reflected back to me when I'm paired with a true match. My ideal partnerships and working relationships are easy and free-flowing. I deserve greatness because I am greatness. And to paraphrase Rumi, I love Rumi. So if you haven't heard of Rumi, we'll share a lot more on Rumi. I just love Rumi's work. So anyways, to paraphrase, what I'm looking for is also looking for me. In fact, he or she might be paraphrasing Rumi right now. So again, how great do wine and cheese go together? They're paired perfectly, right? And I would say for any of you in your situation to know that if there's maybe a relationship in your life that isn't ideal right now, know that there will be something better. So if you're single like myself and just still wondering if your Mr. Right or Mrs. Right is out there, they are. And it's all in ideal timing, right? So sometimes that hurt or rejection, man, it stinks. It's never a fun place to be, but it just brings you one step closer. So I will say the last week or so, I've been picking up the pieces of my heart, and it's more the rejection, I think, than anything that hurt, because long story short, the guy ended up having a girlfriend. So there's really, with that, I was able to feel anger and sadness at the same time. So that part was nice because I think it would be a lot harder if I wasn't maybe hurt in that way, because it just made me angry and like, I don't want to be with that man anyways, right? Who would want to be with somebody like that? So with that being said, I know that feeling those emotions, or there was a reason that I was supposed to feel that rejection and that hurt and learn something from it and take it to my next relationship. So once you get through the bruises or your bruises heal, you can carry on. But I will say my family definitely saw, me kind of go through it this week, and it was so nice to have their love and support. And man, I just had a really good cry right away on Tuesday when it happened. And then Sunday, on my way home from the family visit for Mother's Day and everything, I ended up just bawling in the car, and it felt so good. You put some good music on and just let yourself feel whatever you need to feel. And you know what? The next day I felt great. So with that being said, just know that whatever you're going through, it's something to help you become stronger, help you to see something about yourself that you maybe didn't realize before, and carry on to the next stage in your life. So that is that. So let's see what the next, I love these cards too, because again, this is the one that is reflective. So I'll just shuffle them up. I'll pull something, so we'll get our affirmation, but we'll also, okay, let's see what this is. Okay, I like this. So we'll get our affirmation and then the challenge as well. So I am not afraid of things that could go wrong. I am not afraid of things that could go wrong. I really like that because there's so many things I think a lot of us are fearful of doing or starting. For example, this YouTube channel. It's like, I don't know, will I grow it? Will I be able to do it? You always have these fears and worry about the things that might go wrong versus all the things that could go right. And I think when we worry about the negative, it's really hard to see the positive or focus on the positive. So I think if you can just push those aside, it's okay. There's really nothing to be afraid of, right? And if something does go wrong, that's okay. I mean, what was it? Einstein, I think, had many failures trying to figure out the light bulb, right? But if he would have stopped, he would have never figured it out. So each wrong or each mistake leads to something great. That's my belief. Okay, so here's our questions. How can I let go of control today? And what can I do to minimize needless anxiety? So it's interesting. I definitely tend to be a control freak. I'm always working on that, right? Like, I don't know if it's my type A personality. I have a bit of perfectionistic in me or perfectionism in me. And a lot of times that comes from, or those qualities is what makes you want to feel control. And man, it's something that, yes, a little bit of control is not always a bad thing. Sometimes you need somebody to take charge, right? But on occasion, control can cause frustration or hurt even others if you just don't let go a bit and let others kind of take the reins as well. I have plenty of examples in my head, but for time's sake, I won't share them today. Maybe you can think of something on your own too. Post if you have an idea, or make a comment below. And then what can I do to minimize needless anxiety? So again, I think if you focus on all the good, when you focus on what can go wrong, you're missing out on all the goodness. So for me, I know that's what I'll do, is I will minimize my anxiety by focusing on what could go right and all the great things that come out of things. For example, the relationship. Okay, yeah, I probably didn't need to go out there, and I was thinking that. I was focused on, do I really want to go to see about a man? The feminine energy in me wants to let the man come to me, right? And I do have a lot of masculine energy just because I've been single for the last 39 years and kind of a working career woman. So occasionally I need to remind myself to tone it down when it comes to a relationship. Me being able to move back in my feminine energy. So I was thinking, do I really, really want to go see about a guy? Because if a guy's really into me, he'll come to me, right? He'll put the effort in, and I'll just be there to receive the goodness of that. So I was thinking about that, do I really want to go? Because if things do go wrong, and they did go wrong, but what I can tell you now is, now I know sooner than later that relationship wasn't the right fit. I could have wasted a few more months by the time this whole COVID thing went through, and by the time he ended up getting here. So this way now I know it's a done deal, and I'm grateful for it. So what's the worst that can happen? Even if it goes wrong, you learn from it, you carry on, and then of course there's so many goods that can come out of it too. So good messages for today: let go of control and decrease anxiety. All right, much love. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.